Alright, welcome back. So right now we're gonna proceed to our download and installing WordPress. So let's get started. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we have to know how to download WordPress and install it, and learn the difference between the WordPress.org and WordPress.com. Install the open source WordPress from .org, and we will use XAMPP for deploying WordPress locally. Before we proceed to that, I want to make some review about what we did last time. So I'm going to close this one first, and we'll proceed to the public HTML. I just opened the so that you can follow me. Wait. Can open first the XAMPP so that you can follow me. So, and click the Explorer, so you will see where I am heading. And again, open the htdocs. And as you can see, I have here some strange file extension. Just in case you are new to file extension, I'm going to, what happened? I'm going to show you how the file extension will appear if you don't have the file extension visible. So you can, I'm gonna close this one. You can go ahead to the view of your screen of your window, this one, and proceed to the view right here and click the file name extension. So if you will uncheck it, you will not see the extension of each file. Okay, so you have to check the file extension right here in the view, so that you may be able to see the extended file name. Okay, so that's the reason probably you haven't seen the doc text in the last lesson. So right now you can be able to check and uncheck the file name extension, and we need this way. Okay, so we need to see the file extension so that we might select the right file that we need to edit. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead to our browser and we'll open a new tab. I'm gonna close the tab from the previous lesson, so I'm gonna open one, and I'm gonna type here WordPress. Okay, just in case you like to know more about WordPress, here comes the .com. So I'm gonna right click this part and open the link using the open link in the new tab. And I'm gonna scroll down first before I go ahead to the .com, and this one, WordPress.org. I'm also going to open this one to a new tab so that we will see two different versions. Okay, so right now I am in the WordPress.com, and as you can see, it has a different design, and you will see that there are themes showing. Okay, so you can go to this page and check it yourself. And right here I open the .org. So here is a different thing, because you will not see some features like in the .com. You will see the products, okay, WordPress hosting, agencies, domain names, website builders, creative blog, while this one doesn't have the product, only the hosting. And you can see here there are also tutorials. Okay, you can go and check the tutorials, and there are other tabs in here, but here This one is specifically made so that everything will be prepared for you. You will need to pay for the WordPress installation. Yes, if you want to create a simple website using WordPress, you can opt in to this three what you call this packages. Okay, so here you can see that there is a free domain for 1 year, access to dozens of premium themes, ad free experience, extremely fast DNS, and with the premium you will be able to have more features like 4K videos with video press, etc., etc. Okay, so what is the main difference of this to the .org? So this .org is an open source. Okay, which means you don't need to pay anything. Okay, you don't need to purchase anything. So just to use WordPress, since it is open source, then you can download it for free and use it for your designs. While here in WordPress.com, as you can see, there are plans and pricing. So it means to say it is a package that you need to pay in order to use WordPress. Okay, so it has packages, so you will not think about anything, and everything will be prepared for you. But the downside is, one of the downsides is you will have limited designs. Okay, so right here you will get the business. If you get the business, you will have a lot of themes pre-built, meaning to say you don't need to design your WordPress website. They will design it for you, and you will use a theme that is fixed, and you cannot use any plugins to customize it. Okay, so everything will be provided, backups, a one-click store. So the downside again for this is you will not be able to customize your website, and worst, you are locked in forever to the package that you have chosen. If you get the 933 pesos in our monetary, in our currency, and if you have dollars in your currency, you will be locked in forever with your package. Okay, so you might migrate your website to .org, but that would be hard, and you will need to pay a lot just to migrate your website. So it is best to consider the .org first, and I'm going to show it to you how are we going to install WordPress for free. Okay, and use it to our XAMPP. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and download the WordPress. Okay, so right here I just click the get WordPress, and it will lead you to this page, which will provide the download link for the WordPress 6.6.1. Okay, so just look at the comment recommends 7.4 PHP or greater, and MySQL version 8.0 or MariaDB version 10.5 or greater. So this particular version needs the 7.4 or higher, and MySQL 8 or higher. Okay, so I'm gonna download this, and let me see if the download has started. Yes, it started already. One download in progress, and right there we're gonna wait for the download to finish and be able to install it to our XAMPP. And of course, we can click the installation guide so that we will have more guided procedures. Okay, So if you want to read all of this, then go ahead. It will help you understand WordPress even better. Okay, so there are things in here that might become confusing for you if you are not familiar with coding, but it's essential that you will learn them too. Okay, so right here, okay, creating a database. So we're not going to follow everything in here because it will take us a lot more time. So we will just wait for the download to finish, and I will show you how it will be installed. Okay, so right here, as you can see, the my admin, which I have shown you earlier. Okay, so you can read more. Okay, there's no topic in here that shows the XAMPP. Okay. All right. Okay, so here the detailed instruction: download and extract. Download and unzip the WordPress package from wordpress.org. Download. Okay. If you will be using FTP, okay. So there are plenty of things to know. Okay, but this will lead you to more confusion. Okay, I will just show you the easier way. So that's the main difference between the WordPress.com. It has payment, and the design will be limited. Plugins will be limited with the .com, while the .org is given for free. Okay, so right now I'm gonna open the folder where my download is and copy this WordPress. Copy and go ahead to our htdocs. I have my shortcut here, so I'm inside the XAMPP2 and htdocs, and I'm gonna unzip the file here in the public HTML. So I'm gonna delete the index text and paste here the WordPress. So we need to unzip this, and I'm going to use the 7-zip. Okay, so if you don't have the 7-zip yet, you can type 7-zip on your browser, and you'll be able to download it using the download links. So whatever you are using, you can find it here and download it, and you'll be able to do the same what I'm doing right now. So going back to our public HTML folder, I'm gonna unzip this using 7-zip and choose extract here. Okay, so that is quite fast. So here we now have the WordPress, and what I'm going to do, okay, so what I'm going to do is copy everything in here. I'm gonna copy everything, select all and cut. Okay, cut, because we don't need it to be on another folder, and I'm gonna paste it here so that everything will be visible there. And if you remember, we already have this WordPress 6.6.1, and we don't need it anymore, so I'm gonna delete it, and also the folder WordPress, because we already have extracted the files from within, and we have put it here outside the public HTML. Okay, so I want you to remember this index PHP, and remember the XAMPP2 htdocs public HTML. Let's open our browser. here. And oh, let's check first if we have already started the XAMPP. So you need to start the XAMPP in order for this to run, and open our browser, close everything since we have discussed it already, and open the localhost, only localhost, and check if it is running. Now it's running. So let's go ahead and open the what was the particular folder. Let's go back to htdocs. So we have the public underscore HTML. So I'm going to type that here after the localhost slash public HTML slash, then let's check. Okay, so let's see what will happen next. So you have to check your link, the thing that you have typed, if it is correct. And while waiting, sometimes because my virtual machine, my PC is running on 4 GB. Okay, so this PC is running on 4 GB with 2 processor, so it will take longer time to process everything. So right now the WordPress installation is open, and I'm gonna click the English because we are going to show the world about our website. So English, continue. And welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, you will need to know the following items: database name, database username, database password. This information is being used to create WP config, and you can read further. And I'm gonna click let's go. And right now, let's think about the database name. So for you to always remember your database name, so you can start with WP and then underscore and type any number if you like, or name if you like. So since we are going to use this for our design for the let's say let's do some e-commerce, maybe I'm gonna use the 001. Let's see if this will work. Okay, so that you will know which is your database for that particular project. Okay, so username will be Michael. Of course, my name, maybe small letter. Sometimes using small letters will help you remember. Okay, Michael Tan. Maybe let's make it in a one word. Password. So what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna put the same, or maybe okay, so let me show you my password. This is not a good password because it's easy to be, to discover. So you can use, like, if you want to do Michael Tan, you can use the Michael 1 C, and you can use, instead of A is 4, so 3 for E, like that. And you have to put this into a notepad. Okay, so you can save it and store it in your computer, because if you forgot your password, you may not be able to open it again. Okay, so right here I'm gonna use first the simplest one so that I can remember. All right, so right here under maybe the whole name, and just will put the 2027 there, and database host, localhost, yes, prefix WP. All right, I think that would suffice. Localhost, because we don't have the domain yet, so, and we don't have the yes, and some web hosting, they use the same localhost. So I need to remember this because I might not be able to be reminded. So if in just in case you are doing it on a live server, then you have to put a harder password. Okay, so right here I'm gonna paste this and put my username. Oh, okay, and save it. I'm gonna call it first project WordPress. Okay, there. So just in case, it's pretty cold out in here, so sometimes my voice would differ. So I'm gonna click the submit and let's see what will happen next. Oh, try establishing a database connection. So let's try again. Maybe let's remove the underscore, table prefix. Okay, we're not going to put new installations or other installation other than this one. So probably let's see. I've removed the underscore. Okay, so there's still problem. Okay, what would be the problem? Below you should enter database connection details, username. Okay, username will be Michael Tan, password Michael Tan, localhost. All right, let's see. So let's figure this out. What is happening? I'm gonna click the submit again. So as you can see, I still receiving the error connection. So this is because our database name is not yet created to our phpMyAdmin. Okay, so right here, yes, I'm gonna leave that the same, and I'm gonna go ahead and if you remember, to access our dashboard is we need to maybe type the dashboard, localhost dashboard or localhost, and we can go to phpMyAdmin, and right here we need to create first the database for our WordPress. So right here, okay, so I'm gonna click the home right here, the small house here. I'm gonna click it here and I'm gonna create new one. Okay, so click here, new, and we have to put the WP01. Okay, so right there, and we need to create. Okay, so make sure the WP001 is the same with the database name. Okay, so you have to do that, and there we already have created the new database, and let's try to submit this one. If this will work, we'll still figure out what to do next. All right, so it has still problems, so we're gonna I think we're gonna change this to root and then leave the password so that we will have no other password yet. And let's try this if this will work. All right, so it worked. Because if I'm going to teach you how to create the privileges or the roles, it will take us a longer time. So just to make this to work, and later on you can figure your database to have a specific user, but by default WordPress will assign the user access. Okay, and it will be the root, and it will have the admin privileges. Okay, so right now we already have the site title, so I'm gonna put the title here, whatever title you like, but right now I'm going to put the WordPress design. Okay, just like what we are talking here in this course. So username will be Michael Tan, the same as before, but right now it will be Michael Tan. Okay, And here, if you want to copy this, and because it's giving us a more harder password, so I'm gonna copy this and open my and change this to, I put some information here, the WordPress access, admin access. Okay, save. And your email, you can put your email here, but right now I'm gonna put my email, like for example, just admin. Oh yes, because this is a local installation, this is not the server installation. But if you're going to put it on the server, you can put your real okay, so I'm gonna put whatever, WordPress WordPress admin at let's say localhost.com. Okay, this is just only a practice or a dummy account, so you can put your true email there. And right now, if you are deploying this on a live server, you have to make sure this is not checked. You don't need to check this if you are hosting on a live server. Okay, so install WordPress and let's see what will happen. All right, so it's success. So right now, as you can see, we have now here the localhost public HTML WP admin. So I'm gonna log in. All right, so here, as you can see, we have the localhost public HTML WP login. And I'm gonna put my name here, just like I have done in when I created the password. And right here, I'm gonna just put the password which was generated before. So let's see what will happen next. All right, so here it is now. We have now our WordPress, the back end, or the dashboard for back end for WordPress. Okay, so we are going to check this and check the website itself. So I'm gonna click the visit site over here. There you will see that a WordPress website has been deployed, and the official link for that is the localhost public HTML. So what happens in the real world, or in the real server, online server, that this link is directed to the domain name that you have purchased in that particular web hosting. So if you have selected like michaeltan.com, then you can assign that domain to your server and to the folder where your WordPress is installed. Okay, so this is just a a local link, but in the actual web hosting, it will be replaced with the domain that you selected for that particular website. Okay, so I'm gonna close first this. I'm gonna log this out so that we can see the actual website, and I'm gonna delete the other part of the link, and you will see that we have now the WordPress design, which I've created, the title, the website title, and now we have the latest WordPress installation in our local computer. Okay, this might differ with the WordPress version that you have downloaded. Probably a year after, there will be another design, probably 2026 or 2027, there will be another design for the WordPress. But don't worry, the WordPress still is the same. Okay, all right. Okay, so I think we're gonna stop here because there are a lot of things to be discussed, and excuse me, we're gonna continue this on the next lesson. All right, see you on our next lesson. Goodbye.